Hello, diecast fans, and welcome to another brand new episode of Jim's magnificent miniature motor cars. For this episode, that's right, we will be featuring a double unboxing of these two different color variants of this Toyota GR Supra from the good folks at Tomica Premium. Without any further ado, let us proceed with the unboxing. So as you can see, folks, we really are scaling back on our models because, like I said, like I've been saying for several episodes now, I'm just scaling back on, well, when you think about it, diecast models in general, but in particular, taking note of how many repaints in a month I unbox. And quite frankly, I wasn't really fond of that. Really fond of the fact that so much of my content in a given month consists of repaints. And so I've decided to limit as much as possible my unboxings to new castings. Of course, that can't always be the case, as you will see in a few episodes. But it's worked out so far in the sense that a lot of the stuff that I've unboxed lately has been new. Anyway, so here we are. So this wonderful dark gray Toyota Supra, and it's a red box version which comes in white. So let's set aside the packaging there, dear diecast fans, and have a look at these wonderful cars. Now, those of you who've been following the channel for a long time, you recall that the very first Toyota Supra I unboxed was my goodness, I can't even remember, but it was either a Mini GT Drift Special, an HKS car, or the Fast and Furious Hot Wheels Premium version that featured the colors of Han's Toyota Supra as it featured in the last Fast and Furious movie. Anyway, so this is the Tomica Premium version. Comes in right-hand drive, comes with opening doors. Yeah. And she is a pretty specimen indeed, diecast fans. Oh yes. I mean, there's the usual reservations about Tomica Premium, i.e. i.e. there's no mirrors, no rubber tires, but there is working suspension here. The headlights are actual inserts and not just blobs of paint. I think the same can be said for these are inserts. The taillights are inserts too. The exhaust tips are colored differently from the rest of this chassis. Chassis work is wonderfully intricate as always. The interior, well, you can actually see it. The interior is nicely appointed. Nicely done there by Tomica. So the question is it worth the premium? Because these, of course, cars, taken together, these cars cost me around 950 pesos. So that, I mean, one being a quote-unquote rarer variant, I guess that comes around give or take 475 pesos a car. Okay, I mean, I'll just price them identically. What am I saying? Anyway, so yeah, so 475 pesos a car. Flash the graphic for you, how much that is in US dollars. And let's have a look at the actual Toyota GR Supra, not necessarily in either of these colors, but if I find one, well, you'll see it. So what do I think? How do I rate this? Well, okay, at the outset, let's just say that I'm going to give them exactly the same rating. I like them in equal measure. I think they both look awesome. Even subject to the whole doesn't have mirrors thing. And yeah, These are some really sweet models here. So dear diecast fans, yeah, the price point is pretty decent. There's working suspension, there's opening doors, there's more than enough to justify the premium even without the side mirrors. So dear diecast fans, I'm gonna go ahead and give each of these models a 10 out of 10. Yeah, I like them a lot. All right, and that's it for this unboxing. I do hope you folks enjoyed this episode. If you like what you've seen here, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe and hitting that notification bell.